Okay, welcome. Good Sunday morning. Coming to you live from Wesleyan University. Don't know what the name of the town is here in Connecticut. Snowy day, probably got an inch plus. Roads were a mess on the way up here from our hotel. But it's a beautiful facility. And THF, as usual. I'm sure there's an acronym. What that means, I don't know, but it has something to do with being messed up because they literally got this facility for us on Friday. So that's how organized the organization is to have their shit together for us to be playing. So luckily we're here. Luckily they had availability here at Wesleyan. And we're happy to be playing on a good rink today. So hopefully you're able to see. I'll try to pan again around the facility, but nice wooden beams on a single sheet rink in a nice athletic center. We're facing off today against the PAL Junior Islanders, and according to my statistician Jeff, we played them. They're ranked number 26 in the nation. Caden, Lincoln, Ryan up front, and Kane and Xander on defense. Xander forces them into the near corner. They swing around the back. Puck comes out in front. They're in our zone. They get a shot. It's bouncing. Phillips in net. There's a puck across the crease. It looks like the net came off by quite a bit. So they're number 26 rank. We're number 50 rank. Yesterday we beat Jersey Hitmen. They're number 44 rank. So... And my archivist / statistician Jeff at home in Colorado told me the last game we played against these guys, this team, was on September 21st. We won 4-3 with 7 minutes left. A goal by Chase. We were down 3-1. Came back and scored 3 unanswered to win that an exciting game. So we're hoping for a repeat, or at least to get out in front early today and stay. Lincoln sends it back to Bjorn. Bjorn bangs it across to James. James gets worked in the corner. They come out with it. Centering pass disrupted. Still being worked in the corner. Ryan comes in to try to help. James shovels it ahead. Caden tries to get a stick on it. And it goes behind the net. Bjorn gets it in the far corner, and he flings it up. Not out. They dump it back down deep. So far, we have not crossed the red line. Net is off again. This side, the other side of the net came off. I don't know if that's indicative of the post holders or not. So we got a new line out there. We're talking about Owen, Landon, and Chase. Looks like Zando is back out there with Lars. And TJ is not going to be playing today. I don't know exactly. I know it's his shoulder, but I don't know exactly what was happening. And then also Jackson, unfortunately, is not going to be playing. He had a deep cut on his left hand, little finger, had several stitches last night. And Xander works it around. Owen flicks it, tries to get it to Lars. Lars back to Xander. Xander up off the boards, tried to take away by Landon, and then Cal grabs it, centering pass off of Phillips' stick. Chase bangs it back to Xander. Xander goes behind the net. Hopefully you can see we're pretty far away. Xander leaves it for Owen. Owen, big wink wide pass, tries to bounce pass it up to Chase. We still haven't penetrated the offensive zone. There we go for the first time with Lars. Lars circles around. Lars dumps it down. Oh, there's a good job pinging it back and forth. Chase up to Lars. Lars sends one through. Shot on net. Glove saved by their goalie. Holds on for a whistle. And that ref looks either really small or really young, or both. I don't know. The guy is tiny. I mean, if I'm saying he's probably like, I don't know. All right, small ref. At least we have 2 of them. Yesterday we started off with 1. They get it out of the zone. Oh, Bjorn with a nice job. Cycled it back into the zone. And Riddick was out there sliding across the ice. I don't know. He's looked down at his skate. Just trying to make sense of why he wound up on the ice so fast. But it's Fisher. No, yeah, Fisher, Riddick, Jacob up front, and Kane. So Fisher goes to center. Jack comes out. Jacob stays out there. So it's Jacob, Fisher, and Jack up front. Kane on defense along with Bjorn. So we're slightly short bench today. 2 guys down. Puck comes back, goes over or under Phillips' stick and winds up in the near corner and then goes along dashes to the far corner. Pal hustles to get there. We're watching pucks. Not a good sign. Oh my gosh, that one went off the top bar and out. Went right by Phillip. Jacob off to the races. Pushes ahead into the far corner and gets taken down. No call. Dryan came in to try to grab it. Lars backpedals. They cut, leave it, drop. Nice job by Lars. Picks up by Ryan. Ryan punches around his defender. Nice job, Ryan. And he tries to center it. Nobody over here. Lincoln was just coming in off the change. Lincoln pursues. They send it up and off. And I thought that was offside. The kid was in the zone when he received the puck. Lincoln takes a solid hit. Ryan circles back around at middle of the ice. He leaves it for Lincoln. Lincoln moves it across to Caden. Caden, top of the near circle, sends one through, blocked by a skate. Nobody can pick it up except for Powell. Powell outlets it. Ryan bats it down, and then they golf swing it. Glove down by a Powell. Kid into the zone in front of the Riders' bench. Backhands it through. Can't get it through traffic. He moves it to the near point. Shot blocked by Caden. Caden grabs it hard off the end glass, comes up to the top of the near circle, or far circle, sorry, and then picked up by Xander and skated out. Lincoln dumped his guy, and then Xander gets pinched, but he dumps it deep, so that was a nice job by Xander. Powell punches it up. Lincoln dumps it to the far corner. Glove down by Powell. A lot of gloving happening, and I know I'm far away, sorry. I'll try to get in a little bit further. In our zone, out of the zone. Powell is holding on to it. Move it back to their near D and then back to the far D. And Senya picks it up. Senya! Oh! Beautiful opportunity for Owen. He cuts for the front side and then went for a backside shot, and the goalie's glove was right there. That was nice job by that goalie, but great shot by Owen. Good opportunity. Good pickup on the turnover, and that was A1 chance for sure. Landon grabs it behind the net. He cycles it up, tries to get it up, but Powell grabs it, sends it to the near side. And they cut down to the middle. Kid's driving hard, kicked aside by Phillip into the near corner. And Kane puts a body up on the boards. Bjorn pins his guy up. Puck comes loose. Owen grabs it, skates behind our net. Sends it, tries to get it up and out. Then there's a nice headman pass up to Chase. Chase gets driven off into the boards, but he stays on his feet, runs his guy up, gets his pass off to Owen. Owen gets a little bit of a shot off, but it didn't go too hard, and then Powell is off the other way, 2-on-2, heading into the zone. Kid makes a move around James. Puck goes to the far corner near the tiny ref. Owen has it, skates it up, moves it up, bounce pass up to Chase. Chase can't pick it up. Lannon gets put almost into the bench. And Powell comes in. Powell is playing physically and quickly, so we need to respond in kind. There's a good hit by Chase, and one by Kane. Fisher off the boards, up and out, over the defensive stick. Kid holds on to it. Nice pick by Fisher. Wow, what work he did. Drives it into the offensive zone, and then Jacob comes in with the hit. Jack gets pinned up on the boards in the near corner, and Fisher's waiting for it to come out. Actually, he's not waiting, he's digging. Jack, bodying. Puck's taken by Powell. Skated up and passed up out of the zone. Pass wide side, nice stick by Lars to bat it down. Jacob gets sandwiched, winds up staying on his feet, gets back on side. Jack, shot, and off the crossbar! To the far side. Beautiful opportunity. Actually, Lars somehow winds up in the net, and the net comes off, but that was a great chance by Jack. Great shot. Good pass. I think that was from Fisher. And we're going to reset for our first face-off in, no, maybe not our first one, but one of the early ones in there in the offensive zone. Not many. 11-11 left in the first period. Lincoln is going to be taking this one. Ryan's behind him. Caden stacked up to the left. Lincoln wins it back. Goes back to Bjorn. Bjorn shovels one through, sticked up and out of play by the goalie into the netting. Puck drop, picked up by Powell. They get it up to the hash and out of the zone. Caden grabs it and sends it back down deep. Went off and hit somebody on their bench and out of play. .10:51 remaining in the first. Same forward line, and Xander and Bjorn on defense. Lincoln fans on a shot, and then it gets taken out. Ryan had won that face-off, came back to Lincoln, and he couldn't get a full stick on it. Now we're back in our zone, back to Xander. Xander moves it up, trying to hit Caden. Caden, big outlet up to, is that Ryan? Ryan was trying to backpedal it and shovel it in, and then he's banging with the dude that dumped him. Both the refs are really small out there. Owen. Puck back to Powell. They move it up the boards to the red line. They give it away to Owen. Owen circles around. Owen skates it up across the red. Fans on an entry pass picked up by Powell. They backhand it to the far boards and skate into the zone. Centering pass, grabbed by Landon. Who was that hit? That was Chase that dumped his guy. Pass up to Kane. Kane dumps it back. Picked up by Landon. Landon goes in. Landon goes wide. Bottom of the far circle. He circles around, loses an edge, tries to get it in front. Puck is loose. Then batted down and picked up by Powell. Skated out in front of the Riders' bench. They pill up. Looking for the rink wide sauce. Kid does. Guy on the back door for an empty net. He luckily fanned on that one because that was a perfect setup. And they give it away. Owen's going with Kane. Owen leaves it for Landon. Landon gets in. Top of the far circle. Batted down by Powell and skated out of the zone. James forces his guy into the boards and then takes a hit from behind but stays on his feet. Centering pass, nobody there, luckily. Pass up to James. James goes wide over to Chase. Chase puts it deep and then goes off for a change. Fisher's in there putting some forward pressure on. They bring it to the near corner. Puck goes behind the net. Powell looking for a big outlet. Xander puts his guy up into the boards. They touch it in for no icing. 8:55 remaining in the first. Xander backhands it up, glove down again. About fourth glove down that I've seen. And James moves it across to Xander in the near corner. Xander at the bottom of the near circle skates it up to the top across the blue. Trying to hit Fisher going through, and that's going to go for icing. So, give you a little bit of a viewpoint of the facility that we're in. Wesleyan Cardinals. They're a D3 NCAA team. Apparently they do well, I don't know. According to the person here that told me that they literally booked this facility on Friday for this tournament. Yay, organization. Putting us in a hotel an hour away. Ryan wins it back. Lars bangs it to the far corner. Lincoln gets pinned up on the boards. They take it. Shot goes up and out of play. Looks like there's the conference that these guys are in. If you can see, Bates, something, Colby, Connecticut, Amherst, Williams, Hamilton, Middlebury, Trinity, Tufts. So we're in Ivy League country, I guess, or is that not considered Ivy League? No, I guess not. Battle behind. Bjorn tries to get it. Puck goes. Philip just moves it into the near corner. Bjorn picks it up. Bjorn up off the glass. Looking for Caden. Caden gets down there quickly. He gets there. Icing his way. Caden has the puck. He leaves it for Ryan. Ryan back up to Bjorn. Bjorn sends one in. Stick saved by their goalie. Can't get anything on the rebound. Bjorn circles back. Don't go too deep. And then they come into the zone. They stay on side. And bodies are flying. Lincoln backhands it around to Kane. Kane got rid of the puck, but still took a hit about 2 seconds after he got rid of it. Puck is loose in the middle. Caden tries to get it deep. Lincoln bodies. Puck winds up back on Philip's stick, and he puts it into the far corner. They go wraparound goal. 1-0 PAL in the first with 7:22 left. So got a little bit of a crowd watching the game. It looks like another team is here. They're all sitting together in church on Sunday. But the film guy for PAL is super nice. I talked to him at a previous, I guess back in September. Really nice compared to, even though they're from New York, big difference from those New Jersey parents last night. The guy's really nice, accommodating. Ooh, big shot, glove down, dropped by Philip, picked up by Lars. Lars circles around behind the net again. Lars moves it up, batted down, picks it back up, bounce pass around to Xander. Xander backs it up to Lars. Lars hits Owen. Owen skates out. Chase gets taken down. Landon is going. Owen moves through, and their puck is still loose in front. Still loose. Then batted off to the near boards. Picked up by Owen. Owen has it. Owen walks across, moves it down. Oh, great little pass to the backside. Chase tried to put it in front. He did get it there, but Landon couldn't connect with it. Landon was sitting. Oh, there's a good save by Philip. Holy cow. Nice save. Bouncing puck. Chase has to brace himself. Puck winds up back on a PAL defensive stick, and they move it to the far side. Skate up. Riddick's in there. Shot goes through the crease. Sticked over to the far side by Philip. Over to the near side, top of the near circle. Kid moves around. Tries to hit the back door. Riddick busts after it. They're controlling the puck. The pace of play. There's a good hit by Xander. Tying up his guy, but PAL comes away from it up to the near far point. Shot tipped wide left. Puck is in front. Big one-time shot, and they bury that one. Holy cow, that was a bomb. It just made it through everybody. And they're up by 2. That was a lot of pressure. And a big shot from the center. Between the top of the 2 circles. Jacob sends it in, causes the kid to drop his stick, picks up his own rebound. Jacob, top of the near circle. Shot! Glove saved by their goalie. Jack is jawing in front. Takes a little shove, takes a number, says bring it. Puck drop back to the far corner. Up to the far hash and then floated up. Glove down this time by us. Bjorn gets run off the puck. Sorry about that. I need to zoom out. James moves it through the middle, but it's picked up by PAL, and then Riddick gets it. He sends it wide to Jacob. Jacob gets down there. D drops a stick again, and Jack then gets taken down by a guy with no stick. Oh, big shot by Bjorn. Rebound picked up by Riddick, and then it winds up back over on Jacob's stick, and then he gets punch down, and we're going to go on a penalty kill. Ooh, big bomb by Bjorn. Puts it on net. Winds up back on Bjorn's stick. Sends another one in. Puck is loose in front. Riddick puts it into the glove of the goalie. And there's a big cross check. Jack is getting cross checked in the front and in the back. And then Riddick comes in, or is that's Ryan, is like telling the guy to, you know where to go. Yeah, that kid's going to have to take it hard. So it better just be a penalty on them and not on us. Yeah, we don't have the door opening. One of their kids goes, another one should go for the after the fact bullshit. And the ref, look at the coach is over there telling Tiny Ref what to do. There should be another penalty because there was a lot of cross-checking on Jack. I saw it in the front and in the back. And now they're going to go tell our coaches what's going on. And why isn't the face-off coming in their zone? All the activity happened in their zone. It didn't happen outside their zone. Win back. Owen has it. Lincoln is out there with Landon, Chase, and Riddick. Owen, far side, down below the net. Looking for centering pass. He circles around, leaves it for Lincoln. Lincoln back up to Owen. Owen, cross to Chase. Chase, top of the far circle. Chase moves it across to Owen. Owen moves it down to Lincoln. Lincoln tries to get it through. Owen picks it up. Owen behind the net. Owen leaves it for Chase. Chase, bottom of the far circle. Back up to Owen. Shot. Goal. Chase got that one from Owen. There we go. Riders get one back. Good job, Chase, with a nice shot from the top of the far circle from Owen. Good job. Nice movement, boys. That's a power play working for you. Chase from Owen. I don't know if anybody got a second on that. Not sure. Okay, cut it to 1. 2-1 score, 3:45 left in the first. Riders making our comeback. Back to Xander. Xander moved it to Kane. Kane back up to Chase. Chase gets into the zone quickly, makes a move to the inside. Still going, and their goalie is down and out of the crease. Owen's trying to work it. He gets pinned up. They take it away. They go out on the far side in front of their bench, move it in front of our bench. Kid makes a move through. Kane is still working them into the corner, but they have it, tries to flick it in front. It dribbles in front of the crease, picked up by Xander and skated across the blue line, passed up to Chase. Chase leaves it for Landon. Landon tries to make a move, and he's batting it around. He still has it. It gets batted up and out, and then it's a 2-on-1 going the other way. Xander steps up to interrupt that. He said, not on my watch. And he puts it down, but it went for icing, so that's okay. We get a line change and a slow of momentum. So it looks like Wesleyan won in 2019, the NESCAC Men's Ice Hockey Champions. So just a few years ago, they were on top of the world. Bjorn up to Lincoln. Lincoln tried to get it across the blue line. Shot. And that one stuck somewhere in Phillip and didn't go past him. And no rebound out in front of him. 2:46 on the clock in the first. We're down by 1. Ryan takes the draw. Back to Bjorn. Bjorn up off the glass. Lincoln is going. He's got Caden. Lincoln gets there in the near far corner. Sorry. Gets pinned up. Ryan comes and grabs it away. Ryan behind the net. Ryan moving around, getting held up. Lars to shoot. Comes off of a skate and goes out of the zone. They drive it wide in front of our bench. leave it. Ryan almost picked it up. Then, oh, nice job by Bjorn. He shovels it ahead up to, who is that? That's Ryan. Ryan, oh, unfortunately gets it going the other way. Now it's a one-on-one. It's James versus the world. Shot. Fans on it. Ooh, follow-up shot just goes wide right. Winds up on the near boards and then behind the net. Picked up by Bjorn. Bjorn airmails it up and out. Caden gets it on his stick. Gets across the blue. And then Lincoln tries to get down there. Caden gets it to Lincoln, but it jumps over his stick, and they bang it up the near boards. Winds up on James's stick. James sends one up. Powell gloves it down right in front of the net. And we got to get a line change here. They're skating it up out of their zone. Across the red line. Long shot off of, I think, the tip of Phillips' glove and wide into the near corner. James moves it up, and that's going to go, if it doesn't hit the goalie, which he steps out, it probably would have gone for icing. I'm not sure. Maybe it hit one of their kids on the way through. Big bounce pass. James drives his kid. He gets around him. Centering pass. Trailer. This kid walks down. Top of the near circle. Shot in front. Phillip holds on for a whistle. Nice save, Phillip. 2-1 is a score with 1:06 left in the first. Kane, Jacob, Riddick, Jack, Fisher. So because we're down 2 guys, we got some line changes here. Lars, Jacob. It wasn't Jack, sorry, it's Lars that I saw. I saw the 7. Puck is down below the net, centering pass. Kid shoots it, deflected, nicely done by Fisher over to the far corner. Riddick tries to get there. Lars swings it up the boards. Jacob chips it around his defender and out of the zone. Picked up by the pal V, and he sends it up to a guy. They get it into the zone, and there's a partial breakaway. And goal. Goes off the left post and in. Just was on the inside of the post enough to bounce in. Jacob Smith is going off the ice right now. Not sure why. He looks okay, but maybe it's an equipment something, or I don't know. He looks pissed over there. Or maybe his chin is bleeding again, because remember he got cut last weekend. Got some stitches. I don't know. He's talking to Heidi. Chase gets it in. They bat it out. It winds up behind. I see the facility girl talking to Jacob, and then his mom comes over to help him out. So does Coach Duncan. Landon tries to get it. Owen is there, right in front of their bench, and that is the buzzer at the end of the first. And so there's Jacob down here talking with I mean, he looks okay. It may just be the chin. I'm not sure. Hopefully we see him back out there in a moment. I told him I needed to score today, so he's still got that in front of him. So 3-1 is the score at the end of the first. Getting our work cut out for us. Oh, okay. Okay. Jeff, sorry, I just got your text. Shot so far, 4-2 us, but that was back at 8:36. So we're at the end of the first, and I'm not calling out shots right now. I just can't do that many things at one time, unfortunately. Sorry, but I appreciate the offer for help. Okay, we're going to be working from our left to our right this time. Looks like we are doing what? So I see Lincoln, I see Ryan, I see James, Bjorn, Caden. It's going to be our starters in the second. Riders down 1-3. Ryan takes the draw on the Cardinals' head. Puck drop. Win back to Pal. They go D to D and backpedal. Ryan with some good pressure. Lincoln steps up, keeps it in the zone. Nicely done, but it comes back out. Bjorn has to duck from a two-handed punch to the head. Winds back up on Bjorn's stick. They send it back down. And then he dumps his guy. Lincoln gets taken down. Ryan has the puck behind the net. Ryan moves it across over to Lincoln. Lincoln backhands it up to Bjorn. Bjorn at the point, and they get it out. Puck comes in. Kid fans on. No, didn't fan on it. He shot. It was blocked by James. And then the net comes off for the third time. Twice in the first, once so far.
Into the first on the shot.
Okay. According to my stat guy, Jeff, 10 shots to 11. 10 for us, 11 for them. And we have 2 blocked. So they have 11 shots, 3 goals. We have 10 shots, 1 goal. Puck, 1. Landon takes it. Oh, he hits Chase. Chase is off to the races. He has Landon. Landon is there, and he just can't pull the trigger before he slides by the net. Oh, that was a great chance. Chase was going so fast. Landon was right there with him. They come into the zone. Owen bodies him off. Leaves the puck for Xander. Xander picks it up, and Powell kicks it into the zone. Xander gets all twisted around. Kane comes in. Man, Xander's like he just came out of a blender. Literally, he was spinning around like 2 guys were like moving him around. We get it out. Oh, there's a good pass out to Chase. Chase tries to pick it up and get it through, but taken away by Powell. And then sent down behind our net, and Xander flicks it into the near corner. Kane hits the kid from behind, is going to go to the box. That was a really weak call. He barely pushed the kid, and he just fell over, but tiny goalie number 2, slightly less tiny goalie number 2, escorts Kane to the box and will be on the kill. So it's going to be James and Lars. Let's see who comes out also. I see Lincoln coming out, and somebody's going to join him. Jack Stewart will be facing off to Phillips right in the defensive zone. Puck drop, comes back to Powell. They have it at the near point. Sends one through. Glove save by Phillip. Holds on, no rebound. Lincoln takes the face again. I asked Jackson if his glove came off yesterday when he got cut. And he said, remember when he was shooting that gap through 2 kids and then got a shot off? Really good play. And then he wound up somehow on the ground with his arms kind of flayed out to the side. There's a shot. Popped the bottle. Up from the middle of the crease, up between the circles. That one didn't take too long. Less than 20 seconds into the power play, into their power play. Well, anyway, Jackson was on his back, and some kid skated over his hand, and he apparently has a little hole in his finger right there, and that's where the blade made contact. So 4-1 is the score. Riddick Jacobs out there, so he must have resolved whatever issue he had. Bjorn bangs it around to Xander. Xander skates it up to the dot and then sends it up. Goes weird off the boards and stays in the zone. Riddick works it out but gets tripped. No call. That was tripping. Yeah, there was a call. I didn't see his arm in the air, but he got called for tripping. Obvious tripping call. So we go on the power play. We got to take advantage of this one right here. Goes without saying. We got Landon, Chase, Owen, Lincoln, and Lars. Face off in the offensive zone. One back by Pal, swung hard up the boards. Picked up by Chase. Chase leaves it for Owen. Owen gets across the red, makes it across the blue, and skates through. Some traffic. Centering pass. Puck is loose in front off to the side. Lincoln pulls it down at the far hash, gives it up to Landon. Landon moves it for Owen. Owen over to Chase. Chase back to Owen. Owen walks down, sends one just off the side of the net. They send it up. Nice job by Lincoln to keep it in. Winds up back on Owen's stick, and he circles around near the blue line. Top of the circle, backhands it through. Puck is loose in front, still scrambling. Puck winds up on the far boards, and Lincoln grabs it. Comes across to Chase. Chase down to Landon. Landon through the center. Lincoln just misses that one wide on the one-timer from the back door. Back to Chase. Chase to Owen. Owen at the top. Moves it down to Lincoln. Lincoln one time. Whistle is blown. I don't think the net's off. Oh, two guys are hooked together. Yep. Kid's helmet was hooked on Riddick's helmet. Like two bulls. The two big guys were locking horns. Okay. Well, that caused a whistle right when Lincoln was hitting that one-timer off that far side. Same lineup, 101 left in the man advantage. Owen takes the draw. He wins it back cleanly. Landon down to Chase. Chase trying to go in through, but the defense got on the ground to interrupt it. Back up to Landon to Owen. Owen to Landon. Landon walks down, moves it across to Lincoln. Lincoln sends one through, blocker to side from a low angle shot. Picked up by Chase behind the net. Up to Landon near hash. Up to Owen, top. Owen walks down, bottom of the circle. Behind the net, centering pass, puck in front. They flick it up and out, and then now it's a foot race. Owen's going. Kid's got a step on him. Centering pass, doesn't connect because he's too late. There we go. Owen puts the puck in the center. Puck comes down, then it winds up back down on our goal line. Nice job by Owen to rub the kid off and skate out to one hand protect that puck. Then Owen gives it away, and it winds up back in neutral ice. Lannon is working the boards right in front of us. Smitty's there trying to pull it off, and they get it into the zone, and that's going to be the end of our power play. We had a few chances on that one, but we didn't convert. Lars squirts away, picked up by Trudge. Trudge skates it up. He moves it to Kane. Kane's got the red line. Kane into the offensive zone, and he flicks it to the far corner. Picked up by Ryan. Ryan at the far hash. He tries to move it back to Caden, I think. Yep, that's Caden. Winds up on a Pal stick. 4-1 is a score. 12-13 left in the second period. Lars is working it. Ryan's trying to support him in the far corner. They come away with it, flick it up, batted down nicely by Jacob. Jacob flicks it ahead. Glove down again by the Pal team. Ryan puts some pressure, and they touch it up. Lars gets it, but they have it in the zone, looking for the backdoor guy. They move it across, right in front. And that one winds up behind Phillip for number 5. Damn it. Okay, 5-1 early. Well, we're going to be running hit and run clock before too long. Not yet. Usually they do it at a 4-goal, which is where we are, but it's not even halfway into the second, halfway through the game yet. Puck win back by Riddick. Winds up on James's stick. James moves it to Bjorn. Bjorn hits Jack, but it jumps over his stick and winds up in front of our bench, but comes out of the zone. Then Jack puts it in behind the Pal net. Riddick forces him out the near side. Flushes the kid out, and then he goes hard up off the glass. Bjorn races back, gets dumped, leaves it for, nope, they have it. Winds up on a Pal stick, far circle. Hash, dumped around by a little dumb backhand blind pass. and it comes out of the zone. James races to the far corner, circles around, still has it, moves it to Riddick. Riddick, he's got Fisher. Fisher slaps at it, can't control, picked up by Powell at neutral ice. Back into their zone, skated, and looking for the wide side, they go far side. James steps up into that one and then takes it away, but he's getting harassed and squirts away. James gets rescued by Jack, but James comes away with it, gets across the blue, and then dumps it. It's going to be icing is waved. Don't know exactly why. Somebody must have touched it. Big outlet pass. Ooh, good job by Bjorn to intercept that one. Senya's there working the boards. Lannon's trying to help out. Senya. Puck winds up on Powell's stick, into the zone, makes a move around Xander. Xander gets a stick and gets it up and out. Good job, Xander. Chase, going. Chase moves it across to Owen. Owen, double clutches. Oh, can't get in front of the net. He was waiting for an opening. Leaves it for Kane. Kane goes down to the far hash, squirts down, off the dashers, behind the net. Tries to get it around to Landon. Landon goes up the boards, and it comes out of the zone. Xander recovers, goes wide side over to Owen. Picked up by Kane. Kane gets it into the offensive zone, and they come wide side again. Winds up on Xander's stick. He skates behind Phillip, and he goes out the other side. Circles back around. Leaves it for Owen. Owen, bounce pass up to Landon. Landon at the blue line. Hits Chase coming out. Chase leaves it for Landon. Landon's looking for the centering pass. He's there, but he just didn't get a shot off. Another centering pass from Landon up to Ryan. And Ryan shot that one, but the goalie saved it. Kane, ooh, hit, but that kid spun away from it. Puck winds back up. Phillip up in front of the net, and Phillip covers that one with his glove. Holds on for a whistle. 5-1 with 9:09 left in the second period. Sorry, I don't have the second up there. I'll try to do that. Wow, give me a second. Second. Okay. Puck's in the near boards. Lincoln and Lars are working at it. Oh, that was Ryan. Lincoln has it. He sends it across to Caden. Caden hits Lincoln. Lincoln's got a breakaway. Lincoln buries it. Nice pass from Caden to Lincoln. Lincoln makes him pay. Beautiful. Good job, boys. All right, that's what we got to do. Just keep coming back. One after the other. Nice job, Lincoln from Caden. Same lineup out there, except for I think now it's Bjorn and Xander. Bjorn up to Caden. Caden gets it into the offensive zone. They skate it behind the net. Up, and Lincoln puts a body on the kid. Neutral ice. Ryan is trying to pull that one in, but it comes out on a Powell stick, and they get it into the defensive zone. Caden backhands it around to Xander in the far corner. Comes up to the top of the far circle. Shot gets deflected down in front. Caden gets it over to Lincoln. Lincoln goes off of frickin' Ryan's skates. Ryan goes down, and then they come back the other. Ooh, great A hit by Caden. And they're offside, no penalty. Beautiful hit, Caden. Woo! Everybody loves that one, including the coach. There you go, baby. Way to make it happen. Nice job, Caden. That's what we need to do. Lars takes a draw. Puck comes back. Powell gets there first. Riddick took the draw. If I said, oh, there's a puck that just goes wide. Said Riddick, and then Lars picked it up. Shot goes over our net, is behind, kind of in a dangerous situation right now. Lars is working him on the end boards. Riddick comes into support. And Lars gets taken down. No call there. Powell shoots one. Comes up at the near point. They dump it down behind the net. Winds up in the far corner. And then they bang it up to the far point. There we go. Jack gets it out. It's not going to go for icing. Jacob puts some pressure on. They bring it behind the net and then dump it the far side. Outlet pass. Ooh. That was kind of a nifty little play by them. Kid goes wide in front of his bench. Top of the far circle, leaves it for a trailer. They go near side. Shot one, goes wide of the net. Jack gets over there at the top of the far circle. And holy shit, he's going to be down. Oh my gosh. There's a penalty coming. That was knee on knee if I've ever seen it. Frickin' Jack gets up and skates off, but that one stung. I'll tell you that. Oh shit, he did a frickin' cartwheel. And he's sitting on the bench. His head is hurting. His stick is still down there. He didn't even make a chance. Attempt to pick it up. He just got off, man. That one frickin' hurt. That was a full body, mostly lower leg. Jack's trying to shake it off. That should be... There's Jack trying to collect his wits. Oh, man, that one frickin' hurt. Only 2 minutes go up on the board. That was a frickin' hurt hit, I'll tell you that. Owen wins that one back, but it splits RD and it comes out to the neutral ice, to the Cardinal head, so to speak. Over to Owen. Owen gets it to Chase. Chase makes a move up and gets picked. Powell sends it deep. It's going to be held up by Phillip behind the net. He leaves it for Owen. Owen grabs it. We reset. Chase and Landon go with him. They move it up to Chase. Chase gets in. He sends one, but it doesn't make it through. Lincoln! Oh, with a little pickup and an opportunity to shot it. Just missed. Winds up back on Landon's stick. Trying to get it through the Lincoln. On the back door, Riddick is down there helping him. Powell gets it, and they just airmail it. Lincoln has to hustle back. He's got some pressure. Working the far corner, and Kid comes away with it, but then Owen grabs it and skates to the center of the ice. He moves it up to Landon. Landon chips it ahead for Chase, but it bounces over his stick and winds up in the near corner. Comes back up to Owen. Owen backhands it down, and it comes out of the zone. Landon is going to have to recollect it here in the defensive zone. Landon gives it away, and there's number 6 for them. That was just an unfortunate situation. And for the second game in a row, we give up a shorthanded, or they get a shorthanded goal against. So, it happens. But luckily we have 40 seconds left on our power play, and we got a new unit out there to try to put another one in. Trudgeon takes it, wins it, and they take it away. They backhand it into the zone. 35 seconds left. Bjorn squirts away from pressure, leaves it for Lars in the far side. Lars skates it up and out of the zone. Then he moves it across to Bjorn. Bjorn gets the red line, gets the blue line, gets through the snow in front of our bench, and then they grab it and send it all the way back down. 15 seconds left on the man advantage. Phillip places the puck behind the net, picked up by Lars. Lars moves it up to Trudgeon. Trudgeon gets the red line on the near boards. He cuts to the middle. Ooh, nice little dump over to Bjorn. Bjorn shoots one, goes off a defender, winds up back on Jacob. Jacob moves it up to Caden. Caden, shot, blocker saved by their goalie. Puck is in front and right there, but their D just got it out, and the kid ties it up, not remembering that they're now full strength. And the puck comes up, and there's a foot race developing. Kane, there you go, Kane. Nice job. Kane just got him down far enough. Kid did get off a shot, but Phillip saved that one. Ooh, there we go. Ryan to Caden. Caden sends one just wide from Ryan. Oh, how did he miss that? That was a really good play. Ryan's all tied up with somebody behind the net. And then Ryan grabs it. Jacob picks up the stick, picks up the puck, leaves it for Ryan. Ryan tries to get through. Both of our guys go down, and they skated out of the zone. 4:16 remaining in the second period. Backdoor shot, blocked by James, I think. Jack trying to force it up and out. Jack is back out there looking good, so that's good news. No worse for wear, but I'll tell you, he'll probably be feeling that one. We have another game this afternoon, so recovery is going to be key after this one. 4:04 left in the second. 6-2 is the score. We're on the bottom end of that. Owen with the Riddick, sorry, with the draw. Kane picks it up and sends it way around to Fisher. Fisher tries to get it past his guy and then gets tied up, and Powell bangs it back down into the zone. Kane goes to get it. I keep saying that far corner because that's where a lot of action happens. More in the far corner than in the near corner for some reason. James skates it up and moves it up to Fisher. Fisher touches it and goes in. No icing his wave. Fisher goes to the boards. They dump it into the near corner and then float it up and out. Bounces over everybody's stick. Winds up on Phillips. Phillip bangs it around to Xander, who's out there now. Xander makes a nifty little move. Tries to drive it up, but gets pinned up under the boards. And Jack shovels it up, not all the way out. Winds up off the end boards for Lars. Lars gets it up to Fisher. Fisher tries to get it, but the kid gets a shot off, and Phillip has to do a diving save out from the crease to cover that puck for a whistle. A high school friend of mine attended college here and played female hockey. So that was years and years ago. She said this rink was warm. I don't quite feel that it's that warm. It's not as cold as yesterday or as cold as Big Bear, but still pretty chilly. But it's beautiful, nice rink. Xander working the far corner, getting tied up. Owen comes out with it. Owen moves it ahead to Lannon, just in front of him. Their D picks it up and squirts through the crease. That was kind of a dangerous play, but kid was able to hold on to it. They have it at the red line. Number 47, right. Ooh, Lars makes a move. Oh, boy, that was a shot that was just going to go wide left anyway, but Phillip did get a piece of his blocker on. Puck comes up to Owen. Owen shovels it ahead to Chase, and Chase can't quite move it into the zone. They come back. Same kid, 47, puts another one on, and that's gloved down by Phillip for a whistle. So let me just see. I'll give you a little bit of a view behind us. Swing around. You don't need to see me. But there's concessions back there. It's a nice facility and beautiful woodwork. Puck drop. Sorry if I made you dizzy. Ryan's out there. Bjorn working it. Nice body by Bjorn. Ryan's trying to help him. In the near corner, Lincoln's waiting for it. James picks it up. James moves it across, but then it's stick down. Ryan bounces it up and off. Lincoln buries a kid. Ryan comes in to try to take it away. Ryan and Lincoln are working the boards right in front of us. Move it. Puck comes out, loose in front. Lincoln has it, moves it up to Ryan. Ryan drives it in, but then gets taken out. Caden backhands it around behind the net. Lincoln pressures him in the near corner. Oh my gosh, what a hit. Surprised the kid stayed on his feet. James behind the net, comes out near side, moves it up right to them. Lincoln grabs it, chips it up to Ryan. Ryan tries to backhand it around to Lincoln. Nice communication from the boys, but just couldn't quite grab that one. But that's, oh, did you see James hit that kid? Almost put him into the net, or there's a shot on net. Ryan buries the kid into the net, and there's a little tussle there. James. And James is going towards our bench. Yeah, he's going off to the locker room too. Let's let these kids go off together. Let's see if anything else goes on. I just gotta watch this. No, James left it on the ice. Yeah, he's getting a round of applause from all the spectators. Oh, I don't. Those are Rider kids, to be fair. Yeah. Oh my word, hilarious. Powell has to walk out of the rink. Oh, that was awesome. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. James, the quiet one, brings the heat. Who's taking the penalty for him? Maybe Lars? I don't know. As soon as I see, I think maybe could be Trudge. I'm not sure. I think I see a C on the shoulder there. Let me zoom in. Maybe you can tell. Sorry, it's a little blurry. Maybe that's trudging. Man, that was some excitement. We're going to have to go back and rewatch that one for sure. James, beautiful. Not given an inch. So who's going for them? I only see their goalie. They've got to be going too. There's a 2-minute on 16, so that is Ryan. I don't know what he got a penalty for. What the hell? Why is Ryan in the box? Maybe the two gladiators were just matching and Ryan got another penalty. That's kind of what it's looking like. Yeah, I would say that's what's happening. We got 4 out there and they have 5, so they didn't get a penalty for the fight. We just got just games, I guess. But boy, yeah, that was awesome. Puck drop, one back. Xander has it. He goes hard up and doesn't make it out. Near side, top of the near circle. Shot blocked down by, was that Kane? Yeah, that's Kane. And then picked up by Owen. 2-on-2 going the other way. Owen, Scott, Chase. Oh, Chase is making it in, but Owen picks it back around to Xander. We're going to kill Xander off the far boards. Chase rushes over there, almost gets a stick on it and puts some pursuit on. And then they circle it around. We're causing them to make some crappy passes and turnovers. And then Owen gets a stick that actually almost winds up on net, but it went off the side. And then the puck is just, there's a lot of snow out there, so they're not able to move it really well. But they come into our zone with some heat. Xander drives them wide behind the net. They move it up to the bottom of the near circle, up in between. Xander finishes a check. Far dot, shot, low angle. Kid was on a total open net, but he takes a shot and then frickin' breaks his stick. Luckily, that puck went in front of the net and not into the back of the net for number 7. But they had the setup right there, I'll tell you what. But the kid broke his stick on the shot, so it didn't make it in. 13 seconds left in the second period. Lincoln looks like he's going to be taking the draw. And Bjorn's behind him. Caden's out to the right, and Lars is out to the left. They move it up. Shot! Blocked down by Phillip. Another shot goes wide. Kid bangs his head in frustration. Puck is in front. Puck is loose, and they run out of time. And no fists are swinging. Nobody's wrestling. We're going to be taking a break for the ice cut. So, at the end of 2, we're going to be starting off the third man down and 4 goals down. So we got our work cut out for us. We've come back before. So we've done it before against this team. So we're going to be having some high hopes and expectations coming into number 3 here. So stick with us for a few. Watch the screen. We'll be back in about 10. Thank you for watching. Okay, welcome back. After 3 toots of the buzzer and a whistle, we got 4 of their players out, including the goalie, 2 goalies, and 2 players. So they're outside, probably in another locker room down the hall. Looks like they're going to be coming in potentially now. Yeah, they're dribbling in one by one. All of our players are out there. There's the 4th, the 5th time, the 6th time. They're like, come on, boys, let's go. Get out here. Come on, coach, get it together. So they're finally make their way out to the ice. Okay, thanks to Jeff, we have some numbers for you. At the end of 2, the shots are 25 them, 17 us. So in the first period, they were matched up 10 to 11. So we're 10, they're 11. And then in the second period, they had 14, we had 7. So as you can tell, the second period is when they ran away with things, put 4 up on us. And let me just move this out of the second and into the third. So, the beginning of the third, we're down by 4. And we're still waiting for their kids to come on. It's like, are you kidding me? Did you guys take a nap? Okay, puck winds up. Remember, we're on the kill for what? I mean, the clock says 7 minutes. I don't know what's going on. I got to see what's going on here. We can't have a 7-minute penalty. It would have been because he was in for 2, and then I thought we were like within 30 seconds or something. They move it down to the bottom of the near circle, centering pass makes it outside the zone. Yeah, Ryan's out, so that's just a miss. They put it up on the board wrong. Shot goes sticked out. Chase gets going after it quickly. They bring it up to the near boards and then send it in over the net into the far corner. And Kane winds up grabbing it and then gets picked. They grab it at the dot. Shot, blocker to side by Phillip into the far corner. Landon works it around behind, behind the net. They move it up to the side, and Phillip closes the door on the back, on the near side post, and covers it up. Let's see where it is. Yeah, it's stuck right there in his knee pad. So Lincoln comes out with Lars, Caden, Ryan at center, and Bjorn. Puck drop. Win by them, but then they bring it around. Lincoln, ooh, nice job getting Caden. And then Caden sends it through, but Lincoln is just behind. Lincoln forces his guy up into the boards. It winds up in the near corner. And then Ryan has it, tries to get it through. Puck is taken by Lincoln up to Lars, and then it just comes out of the zone. Foot race by Bjorn. Bjorn cuts him off, takes it into the near corner, and then zings it hard over to the far side. Their D pinches down. Lincoln closes the door on him. Puck winds up on their stick. Shot blocked down by Lars. And then, Ryan almost got to that one. Off, and they clear. Lars has it. Resets. Moves it up to Bjorn. Bjorn comes off his stick, and then they flick it back down for another delayed offsides. Same thing. This time, Lars is getting some pressure. He goes hard up the glass glove down by Powell. They keep it alive. Lincoln drives his kid over into the corner, and they backhand it down up to the far dot. Shot on net. Phillip holds on for a save. 14:30 left in the third. Dang it. I'm sorry I was muted. I have to mute when they have the frickin'. And you missed all of my good commentary, so sorry about that. There was a hit after the play on Xander, but I was just saying how Kane brought it all the way back down and I wanted him to shoot it. And he just got picked at the last minute, but he was looking for his goal. Apologies for that, but I get flagged by YouTube when they run the music too much, and then I forget to turn it back on. So I'll just leave it on for now. 11:59 left in the third. 6-2 is the damage right now. Centering pass. They can't get a shot off. Boy, they have a kid. They're just walking around in our area. We got to put a body on these guys. Move it up to the point. Down to the far corner. Kane gets over there. Xander pokes it to the boards. And then it comes up. Glove down again. Lincoln's put a body on him right in front of our bench. Puck comes out. Powell has it. Shot. Saved by Phillip. And he sticks it over to the far side. Lincoln tries to pick it. And Ryan gets reversed. Comes up, not out. Boy, we gotta have to clear this zone here. Oh shoot. Puck floats in front. Caden finally gets it up and out. Lincoln puts some pressure on. Kid circles around, moves it up to the red line, winds back up on Xander's stick in our zone deep. He goes behind the net, comes out near side, skates it up, makes a move to the middle. Still going. Xander backhands it in, then pulls off for a change. Their goalie holds it up. They zing it up, goes over Jacob's stick and winds up at the red line, goes wide right in front of the scorer's table. Bjorn has it. He backs it around to Lars. Lars skates, moves it up to Caden. Caden tries to get it up to Jacob, but it winds up back with Caden. Caden's working. Powell picks it up and they enter the zone on the far side, bottom of the far circle. Kid goes down. Nice job. Riddick's back out there, so. Oh, Jacob tries to touch it through to Jack. Jack Stewart. It winds up with Jack, and Jack's chasing. Putting some pressure on. Kid circles around. Riddick shuts him down. They get it out anyway. It goes wide side in front of the Powell bench, and then they get the red line and send it back down deep. Phillip holds it up, leaves it for Lars. Lars tries to get it up. Jacob touches it in the backhand, trying to hit Fisher, or Riddick, sorry. Oh, that was an opportunity for them, but Phillip just got his pad out to close the door on that one. Riddick's banging. They have it up to the far point. Shot goes through, glove saved by Phillip. Nicely done, Phillip. Made that look easy. 9:35 left in the third. Okay, puck drop. Owen. Kane, Xander, Chase, and Landon. And that's going to be, icing is waved. Landon sees the ref and goes after it. Almost creates the turnover. They go into the far corner and then looking for that big bomb outlet pass. That would have hit the roof. At the last rink we were on, there's a shot. Did that go in and out, or did that was just a pad save? Well, looks like a pad save. Xander gets there. Nice step up, Xander. Good job. And he's still poking it head, and then he gets a knee to knee, but no frickin' call on that. That was bullshit. Oh, there's a shot by Owen from Chase. Saved by their goalie. They drop it. Shoot it down. Another kick save by Phillip. Into the far boards. Brought up by Landon. Landon moves to the middle. Gives it to Chase. Chase across the blue. Bottom of the near circle. Bjorn is out there. Bjorn moves it down to Chase. Chase to Lincoln in the far corner. Lincoln circles around. He leaves it for Chase. Nicely done. Chase has it looking for Lincoln cut into the middle. They get it up. They pick up the puck, and then they airmail it. Ryan bangs it back to Bjorn. Make sure I'm not on mute. I'm just yakking away to nobody. Ryan has it. Gets tripped. There's a call coming. All right. Lincoln bangs with 3. And we're going to be on the power play at 8:04 left. Again, not a run clock, so I don't know if the differential is 5 goals, but we're definitely at 4, so that's what I usually see it run at. Caden, Jacob, Lars, Ryan, and Bjorn. Puck drop. Back to Lars. Lars works it across. Lars moves it to Ryan. Ryan across to Bjorn. Bjorn sends one in, deflected up and over. Back on Caden's stick. Caden walks the blue line and then gets it kicked out. He picks up the loose change and backhands it around to Lars. Lars at the near circle. He circles away from pressure and dumps it off to the far corner for Bjorn. Bjorn resets behind the net, leaves it for Lars. Lars comes out, passes up, tries to hit Trudge. Trudge tries to do a one-touch pass out, but he has to pick it up and skate it instead. He gets across the blue line in front of the Pal bench. He bangs it around to the near boards, comes back up to Bjorn. Bjorn kicks it back down. Jacob gets it to Ryan. Ryan walks in, centering pass. Puck is in front, and Lars gets it. Lars puts one up on the board, and the defense comes through again. Nice job, Lars. I don't know who got that to him. Maybe Ryan is what I'm saying. He's going through second. Caden was in there, but nice job, power play unit. Lars got that one. Number 3. I'm going to say Lars from Ryan, but I could be wrong on the assist, but it was definitely Lars. Second power play goal of the game. So that's working for us. Back to Xander. Xander just kicks it ahead. He was trying to backpedal, and Riddick is out there. Xander, wide side out to Fisher. Fisher gets it into the zone. 3-6 is the score. 7 minutes left. The other teams, I'm sure we're running really late. The other teams are dressed. Riddick, Xander, nice job. Second effort to keep it in the zone. Good job, Xander. Comes back to him at the red line. He backpedals, and he moves it up. Fisher touches it into the zone on the wide side, the far boards, and then they sauce it over. Kid picks it up with a little pirouette, and Jack comes in to hit him. Xander floats it down into that far corner in the offensive zone. Then he and Kane head off. Lars comes out with Bjorn. Puck comes out. Lars bangs it down deep. Jack puts some pressure on. They get it out. Backhand it to a forward cutting, and Lars interrupts that one. Senya picks it up, and he skates through. Senya's got some speed. Senya makes it down through. Jack shoots it in. Blocker save. He had that top corner open. The kid frickin' closed it down on him. Nice shot by Jack. Nice lead by Owen. Owen gets it back to Landon. Landon behind the net. Owen up to Jack, and Jack shoots it again. The goalie saves it again on Jack. There's another shot. Stick saved by the goalie, and that one came. Here we go. Jack punches into the kid and then goes for the other one. Jack's not afraid to get in there. Jack gets wrapped up by the less tiny of the goalies. He's like, come on, dude, you're small enough to be my little brother. Jack heads to the box for roughing, and it looks like we're going to be on the kill. It wasn't matching, and the face-off comes down in our zone. Puck drop. Owen is there. Get it up. Oh, it just bounces over Landon's stick. But it's outside. Kid leaves it for Landon. It's Owen and Landon going. Owen. Landon circles around. Owen was waiting for the drop pass, and they drop it and reset their power play. Kind of getting interrupted by our guys, and they just bang it back down, pass it back to their goalie, who leaves it for number 3 to reset. So far, so good. We're clicking some time off, a half a minute gone already. And we're in the zone. There's a fanned on exit pass, and Landon forces them. Owen hits the kid. That was actually Kane hitting him, because Owen has the puck right now. And then Owen like zings it in, and our whole bench ducks into our bench. So it looks like Lincoln will be taking the draw. Chase is out there. They win it back. They dump it down. Xander's going to go try to get it. He ties it up. Lincoln comes in to help. 103 left on the man disadvantage. 4:44 left in the third. We're down by 3. I told you we have the capability to come back. We have before against this team. They bring it up to the near point. Top of the near circle. Walks down. Shot! Ooh, that was deflected. Xander took that one off of something. Maybe his hand. His hand is down. But he's got to keep playing. Xando! And they bury that one in. That's number 7. Shot from between the crease up at the top. And they go up by 4 again on a power play for them. Xander was stung by that first shot. So, 423, 4-goal differential. This is a rough one. All right, Ryan, Caden, Lincoln up front. Bjorn, Lars on defense. Ryan comes away with it. Ryan leaves it for Caden. Caden back to Ryan. Ryan off his skates. Down to Caden. Caden behind the net. Ryan. Ooh, nice job, but the kid comes out. They bang it up and out through neutral ice into the zone on the near side boards. Centering pass is loose in front. Kick to the far side. Back behind the net. They have it on their stick. Kid circles around. Ryan sends it all the way over to the far boards, and Lincoln gets it up and out. Caden goes after it quickly. Comes to Lincoln. Lincoln quickly moves it to Ryan. Ryan into the zone. Shot! Big rebound, and Caden put it in! Caden gets one from Ryan and Lincoln. Nice job, boys. That's the way to respond. Good job. Caden gets one from Ryan. Nice work, boys. Okay. All right, we're only down by 3 with 3:33 left. Let's go. We can do this. We got 1 minute per goal. I don't know what all the yakking is about out here. Looks like we're going to have a face-off. We got Fisher on the near side. Riddick takes the draw, and Jacobs on the far side with Kane and Xander on defense. Goes back to Kane. Kane sends it up the boards and in. That's icing is waved. Their goalie holds it up, leaves it for their D, and he tries the backhand. Nice job by Fisher. Fisher leaves it for, oh, shoot. Riddick tries to pass it up in front. Jacob was there. Puck is loose in front. Puck is still loose in front. Still, oh, now it winds up in the far corner. Comes back up to Kane. Kane keeps it alive. Kane sends one in. Sticked aside by their goalie. Winds up on Xander's stick. Xander somehow overshot that puck, and they get into our zone. Kid walks in. Shot. Nice save by Phillip. Winds up in the near corner. Back up to the near point. Another shot. Ooh. Deflected down. Nice job by Xander to put a body between him and the puck. He goes up off the glass and out of the zone. Nice defensive play. Fisher gets on after it, puts some good forward pressure on the kid. He circles around to the far corner, and then he leaves it for a D behind the net. They skate up, move it to the winger, and then up and out. Jacob bats that one down, pulls it back on his stick, and then chips it into the zone, and Bjorn chases. Sorry, it looked like Fisher. Bjorn working the near corner on the boards. Owen grabs the puck. He gets dumped. Puck is loose. Owen grabs it. He keeps it in. Walks down the middle. Shoots one just wide. Winds up on the back of the net. He picks up his own rebound. Owen leaves it for Lars. Lars, top of the near circle. They get it up and out, and that might does wind up on Philip's stick. 2 minutes remaining. Owen comes out. He gets into the zone. Owen's got a trailer. He backhands it around and picked up by Pal. Bjorn's got some pressure on him. He leaves it for Lars. Lars grabs it, resets. We're at 138. The time is clicking away. Ryan to Landon. Ryan gets it back into the zone. Behind the net. They backhand it. Chase is there. Chase picks it up. Now Landon has it. Landon goes one-timer. Oh, by Chase off the side of the net. Unfortunately, I thought that went in. That was a really good setup. Xander tries to glove it down. They have it. Kane. Philip comes way out to the bottom of the circle. Across to Chase. Chase moves it across to Xander. Xander gets it deep. They back it up this side, and then they freaking airmail it. Kane with the basketball jump. I think he was 2 feet off. Hand pass. What the hell? I think he knocked it down, didn't grab it. But he leapt really high into the air. We're under 1 minute, and we're down to 3. Goal differential. Face-off is at center ice. It's Ryan, Lincoln, Caden. Puck winds up back to them. Kid gloves it down again. Off to the near side. Floats it in the middle. 37 seconds remaining. Puck is loose. There's an outlet pass up to Lincoln off a skate. Splits their D. But they get it out of the zone. Lars has it. Backs it up to Xander. Xander has to chase. 23 seconds. Okay, guys, let's go. Big outlet pass. Gets beyond their defense. Ryan. Lincoln keeps it alive. Lincoln tries to get it out to the nearest boards, and they just shovel it up. And then there's a lot of stuff going on right here. Let's just watch this because it could be more entertaining. And that is the end. There's Ryan. Ooh, kid frickin' slashes Ryan with the stick. Both of them are going out. Oh, see, there's tiny ref making a call. Tiny ref stepping in, making the call. He's saying no handshake line, but the guys are like, yeah, we're going to do a handshake line anyway. Well, tiny ref got overruled. Their goalie comes back. He was the only one that was following tiny ref's directions. So they go through the handshake line as it should be. But things were tense out there to the end. Final score 7-4. We're on the wrong end of it, unfortunately. We were yesterday on the right end of it, and we will be this afternoon. We're going to be playing against the Mercer Chiefs a little bit later this afternoon. Stay tuned. I'll post the link up there, but thank you for watching. We appreciate your spending time with us. Listen to my yakking. It's been fun, especially James. James was the highlight of this game, so go back and watch that one. So, again, thanks for the support of the Riders. Tune in this afternoon. Appreciate you watching, and as always, go Riders.